It's time now for a look at the latest in local sports. In sports, at the Wayne County Board of Education meeting under public participation, Wayne County Touchdown Club President John McElwain addressed the board, asking them to look after athletics, as was promised when the Touchdown Club members were asked to go out and support the East Bluffs, because if they did, they stated money would be available for improvements in athletics. Here was John McElwain addressing the school board last night.
This is John McElwain, and I appreciate the opportunity of letting me speak tonight. Let me first start by saying I'm in 100% in favor of the Ag Center and the ROTC building. However, along with Mr. McGill and several others, believe you are leaving out many minority athletes by not updating or expanding the current athletic facilities with East Bluffs money. Right now, we simply do not have room in the current weight room facilities to accommodate kids who are trying to better themselves. Tyrone, along with Mr. Wallace and several others, tried to provide work for these kids in schools, but the school system needs the help. Our kids are 1 year behind when they arrive at the high school because of inadequate weight facilities in the middle schools. They fall further behind at high school because the junior varsity athletes get left out of weightlifting due to lack of room. This affects not only football, but the girls' sports and students who would just like to lift during PE. We must recognize that athletic facilities are not simply a luxury, but a fundamental necessity for aspiring athletes. Athletics provide the foundation upon which dreams are built and aspirations are realized. By ensuring that all athletes have access to the resources they need, we can unlock their potential and unleash a wave of talent to inspire future generations. Our current Wayne County language arts levels show that 29% of African American males in our school system are below minimal standards in language arts. In a conversation with Pastor Stanley Carter, he shared with me that if a student graduates and cannot read, they are most likely going to end up in jail. Research shows that a positive relationship between sports participation and high school graduation. A healthy, well-equipped sports program can help correct these issues. I will use the football team as an example from the last 2 years. Coach Shaw and his staff required the players to follow the discipline code and keep their grades up to be able to play football. The numbers tripled in 1 year. Grades came up, and kids who were deemed uncoachable played and became leaders. Middle and elementary school age students will see the possibility of being part of a great program that is valued and will continue the trend of working harder in school in order to play and further their education. Over the past 2 years, the football players became some of the best players in the classroom. I believe Dr. McDaniel and Dr. Kelly will back this up. Having a thriving program with well-equipped facilities creates this dynamic and serves as a motivator to students who may not otherwise be motivated in their educational endeavors. 8 total scholarships were offered this year. 6 players signed scholarships, 5 of those were African American. Not all these kids were born with genetics, somebody like Mr. McGill or Joe Mack that can probably make pro without having to do anything. Think if we had proper facilities to develop more of these kids at a younger age, how many more could get out on scholarships and return to Wayne County to inspire others? I challenge you as a board to continue to sharpen your pencils to find funds to improve our facilities. I've coached many of these young men and had the chance to watch them grow during my time with the Touchdown Club. They deserve this opportunity. Some of you came to me and asked me and the Touchdown Club to support this East Bluffs, and we were promised that this East Bluffs would include updating our athletic facilities. We did our part. Now it's time for you as a board to do yours and support these kids and not let them fall further and further behind by not updating the facilities as promised.
And once again, those comments last night as Touchdown Club President John McElwain. Again, the fear is by the time the school system uses the East Bluffs money to pay for the overcost of James E. Bacon Elementary and build the ROTC and the Ag facility and all their essentials like school buses, technology, and upgrades to the building, there simply isn't much left for athletic improvements. But that was the promise to go out and support the East Bluffs. The only question was whether the board and superintendent would decide to renovate the stadium or build a new stadium once the East Bluffs passed. But since the East Bluffs passed, nothing's been mentioned about money to improve the athletic facilities at Wayne County. Wayne County has their new head basketball coach, as Jamie Knight, who was the varsity assistant this past year, has been involved in the basketball program the past several years, was approved last night by the Wayne County Board of Education. And we congratulate Jamie Knight, wishing the best of luck with the men's basketball program. The Touchdown Club invites the community out tomorrow night to meet the new head football coach, John Mooring. He'll be on hand for a meet and greet. It takes place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the Altamont Steak and Seafood Restaurant. Again, that's the old Sybil's Restaurant. Touchdown Club providing finger foods at the event. Coach Mooring ready to lead the football program. Already has a spring football game scheduled for JC Stadium on May 17th. Jackets will scrimmage the Adams Smashers of Johnson High School. Once again, the meet and greet scheduled for Thursday, March 28th, 7 p.m. at the Altamont Steak and Seafood Restaurant. Everyone is invited to attend. Wayne County soccer teams hosted Coffee County on Tuesday. Both the boys and girls come up with victories. The boys win 3-0. Emmanuel Herrera scored all 3 goals again for Wayne County. Girls win 5-2. Goals by Alexa Lopez, Danny Brantley, and Ireland Rivera. J-Boys baseball team shut out Brantley yesterday 13-zip. The final varsity boys baseball team in action this Friday in Savannah against Savannah Christian. Game time 5:30. Our pregame at 5:20. Recreation action continues. Scoreboard from last night in 8U softball. It was the Sassy Sluggers 17, Deacon 6. 10U softball was the Jackets 12, Diamond Divas 10. In 12U softball, the Lady Luck 8, Aces 3. 8U baseball, Diamondbacks 10, Pirates 1. It was the Marlins 8, Bananas 1, the Bees 7, White Sox 3. In 12U baseball, Braves 9, Phillies 3, Yankees 10, Rangers 6. In 10U baseball, Rangers 6, A's 4, and the Yankees beat the Braves 5-2. Stetson Bennett is back with the LA Rams. The Rams GM Les Snead told the LA Times yesterday that the plan is for the 26-year-old to take part in the team's offseason workouts. That's great news. Bennett, the Rams' 4th-round pick, a year ago saw extensive action last year's preseason games. The Rams still have Matthew Stafford as the number 1 quarterback, and they signed Jimmy Garoppolo in the offseason. Bennett expected to compete for the backup job once again. Once again, this is the first official word from the Rams, and the GM says Bennett will get another shot with the team. And we wish him well. Kirby Smart told fans in Macon last week that Bennett had been working out in the UGA football building before continuing his workouts in Dallas. Once again, Stetson Bennett back officially with the LA Rams in the NFL. NCAA men's basketball tournament kicks back in tomorrow, as does Atlanta Braves baseball. Braves in Philadelphia tomorrow afternoon. Once again, a reminder, WIFO FM, your home of Atlanta Braves baseball. We'll have more on the game tomorrow. But again, it all gets underway tomorrow, the 2024 season for the Atlanta Braves. In the NIT basketball tournament last night, Georgia at Ohio State defeats Ohio State on their campus 79-77. Georgia advances to the semifinals in the NIT this weekend. They'll meet tonight's winner of Seton Hall and UNLV. That's going to do it for latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day at this time by friends at Harris